Located in northern Laos, in the heart of a mountainous region, is the ancient royal capital of Luang Prabang. I first came to Luang Prabang about 9 years ago, and I expected that, like most places, it would have changed a lot in that time. But I was pleasantly surprised to find that while there are more tourists here now, it still has that same charm and laid-back atmosphere. Luang Prabang is above all else tranquil. The calmness here makes for effortless relaxation, and I quickly found myself a wonderful breakfast and a spot to unwind after a long journey. Luang Prabang is exceptional for its rich architectural and artistic heritage, and its fusion of Lao traditional architecture with that of the French colonial era. Founded over 1,200 years ago, this UNESCO World Heritage City that was once known as the City of a Million Elephants sits on a peninsula formed by the confluence of the Mekong and Nam Khan rivers. Located here in Luang Prabang's back lanes and alleys, near the Royal Palace, is the traditional morning market. This is a wonderful place to find interesting and authentic dishes, locally grown produce, and an abundance of snacks for breakfast. Don't be shy. The ladies here are super friendly, and the food is both fantastic and very affordable. So I bought myself a few tasty treats here in the market, and I'm going to try them out. I loved the sausage from northern Thailand. It was so herbaceous and flavorful. So I'm going to try the sausage out here in Luang Prabang. That's really good. Completely different than the northern Thai sausage. This is actually more like a kielbasa. It's really tasty. I also got this really tasty looking coconut pancake. I love the coconut pancakes in Bangkok, and this one isn't nearly as light. This is pretty dense, so let's see how it compares. Completely different than the one I had in Bangkok, but just as delicious. I also got these little banana coconut, look like donut holes. I'm gonna try these next. Oh yeah, it's like banana bread. I always loved a sweet for breakfast. I don't know what type of oranges they have here in Laos. They are so orange. I almost didn't think this was real orange juice, but I watched her squeeze this myself. It is so delicious. It's actually the best orange juice I've ever had. Like most things here in Luang Prabang, the morning market is very relaxed. But don't hit the snooze button, as it opens at 5 a.m. and is wrapping up by 10. They were already sold out of one of the things I was looking forward to trying, so I had to come back the next morning to get it. So we were walking through the morning market, and there was a lady selling honeycomb wrapped in banana leaf and grilled. And the bee larvae are still inside the comb. It's supposed to be a real delicacy. I have to try it. Not sweet. It doesn't taste like honey, but it tastes like flowers. It's delicious. After my bee larva honeycomb breakfast, I decided to take the #1 day trip outside of Luang Prabang. So I hired a pickup truck and saw some beautiful scenery in the countryside, including rice paddies and temples along the way. After about an hour, I arrived at my destination. Located about 18 miles south of Luang Prabang are the beautiful Kuang Si Waterfalls. These falls are known for their beautiful turquoise water, and the main fall has an impressive 200-foot drop. Below this are a series of smaller pools cascading down the hill through a lush, tropical and shady landscape with some of the most enormous trees. You can hike to the top of the main falls. The trail is steep, but it's not difficult unless it has rained. And best of all, you are in the shade of the forest the entire way up. At the top, you are rewarded with beautiful views of the top fall and the surrounding forest. Here, the stream widens before taking its plunge and has created an otherworldly feeling place of tranquil waters completely covered by a canopy of green. Whether you visit Kuang Si Falls to spend time in nature or to cool off in its inviting waters, no trip to Luang Prabang would be complete without spending time in this mesmerizing place. Back in Luang Prabang, I set out to explore some of the city's 33 temples, each with their own story, and many of which are hundreds of years old. Buddhism is believed to have reached Laos in the 7th century, and Luang Prabang showcases a remarkable display of temples and monasteries. The word Prabang literally translates as the Royal Buddha, and no matter where you are in the old town of Luang Prabang, you are right next to a temple. Temples line the streets and are very distinct in their design, with steep multi-layered roofs, a vivid maroon color, and ornate golden trim. On a short visit to Luang Prabang, it would be hard to see them all, but there are a few that stand out for their design and their historical significance. Wat Ha Pa Bang, built in 1963, is not nearly as old as some other temples, but has become one of the symbols of Luang Prabang, as it towers above the main street on the grounds of the royal palace. Wat Tong, built in 1559, this monastery of the Golden City is the emblem of religion in Luang Prabang, and one of the highest symbols of Buddhism in all of Laos. Its low, sweeping, double-tiered roof and its rich interior and exterior decoration demonstrate classic Luang Prabang architectural style. This wat was used for the coronation of kings, to house relics of the Buddha, and for folk and Buddhist festivals. Today, it remains one of the most important of Lao monasteries and a significant monument to the spirit of religion, royalty, and traditional art. So here at Wat Tong, there is a reason I didn't say the entire name of the Wat. That's 29 letters. I think I'll leave that one for someone else to try and pronounce. Luang Prabang's alms-giving ceremony is a daily tradition that has gone unbroken for hundreds of years. This ceremony is both peaceful and spiritual and gives you a wonderful opportunity to experience an ancient tradition in the Lao Buddhist culture. The ceremony takes place as the sun rises, beginning on the main street and then spreading out to the side streets. It really is a wonderful sight to watch as a procession of around 200 monks depart from their temples to gather their daily meal, or alms. The tradition of alms gathering dates back to the 1300s and is still carried out in the same manner. Locals wake early to prepare food for the monks and wait quietly by the roadside to give their gifts. Spectators are asked to keep a quiet and respectful distance. No flash photography, and most importantly, do not approach the monks and disturb their procession. It's supposed to be over 100 degrees Fahrenheit today, but it's nice and cool this morning, so I'm out for a bike ride. At just over $1 a day for bike rental, you can't go wrong. And with the streets mostly flat and there being very little traffic, this is the perfect place to explore by bicycle. So I try to find a new place to have lunch every day, and I'm out looking for a place today, and I come across a restaurant sign that says, "Be adventurous, cross the river," and they even have a boat. So that's what I'm gonna do, cross the river for lunch. So I caught this boat across the river. It cost 5,000 kip, or about 30 cents US, which they refund off your bill at lunch. And so now I'm on my way up to the restaurant to try it out. The restaurant has great river views and one of my favorite Laos snacks, the delicious sun-dried pork strips that are marinated and then fried. The food is one of the things I will miss most about Luang Prabang. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and be sure to check out our video on the 2-day Mekong boat trip we took to get to Luang Prabang.